Hey everybody, I want to show you how to, or attempt to show you how to create the adjuster design from the Inventor Engineering Graphics book. So the book that I have is an older version. I didn't bring the new one home. My bad on that, but it's pretty much the same. So I'll kind of go through the steps. So first thing you want to do is rub your nose. No, I'm kidding. We're going to go to projects up here at the top, and it says double click on the Parametric Modeling project name to activate the project as shown. So I already have it kind of, I already have that done. If you don't see that project, then you would go to new, you would create that project. But since I already have it there, yeah, let me go ahead and show you how to create a new project, just in case. So even though I already have that done, I'm gonna go to new. It says new single user project, go to next. I'm gonna name this one, just to show you how to make a new one, in case it's not there, Parametric Modeling. I'm gonna call it Parametric Modeling 2, right, for the name. So then the quick way to get around all this other stuff is just once you have the name up here at the top, click on finish. And it says it doesn't exist. Do you want to create it? Yes, you do. And then so now the current project that I'm working on is the new one that I just created. And you'll notice that because it has a check mark by it. So I'm gonna click on done. And so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go up to new. I'm gonna click on my templates, the arrow here. I'm gonna go to English. I'm gonna go to standard inches. That's standard inches Inventor part file. That's IPT. Click that one. I'm gonna go to create. And then so next thing I want to do is I want to start a 2D sketch. So I'm just gonna click on this icon up here. And I'm going to hover my mouse over this plane, the XY plane. I'm going to click that plane. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to create my sketch. Find where this bad boy starts out here. So just kind of following along with what the book shows. I'm going to use the line tool. And I'm not worried about the dimensions at this time. I'm just going to draw just the basic shape. So point 1 is somewhere over here. I'm gonna drag it straight over. Point 2, point 3, 4, go straight up. Now I'm gonna go straight over and I'm gonna keep going until that little dotted line shows up, because that tells me that I'm right above that line below it, or the end point of that line below it. So I'm gonna click it, and then I'm gonna drag it. I'm gonna close it off here, and I know it's closed because I get that green dot there. So there's that. Now I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna hit the OK, the green check OK. Don't finish your sketch yet, okay? Or you can click the OK here. So now I'm gonna probably add some dimensions to it. Let's see, what dimensions do they want us to put? Okay, so enter 2. Okay, so I'm gonna go to dimensions here, dimension. I'm gonna click this line, drag it down, click again where I wanna place my dimension. You can also move the dimension along that line anywhere. But, so I wanna change this to 2.5. 2.5, not 2.5. Come on now, 2.5. There we go. So, I'm gonna keep doing this for all the other. Let's see, not all of them. I don't need all of them. Just the ones that are they show you in the book. So I'm gonna click dimension here. Click that line. This one is 0.75. This one here is 0.75. 0.75. This one is 2.5. It looks like 2.5. So I have my sketch. I have the dimensions on it, and then it says select the finish sketch in the ribbon. So I'm gonna go up here to finish sketch. I can hit this home button up here, and that's gonna center my drawing where it all fits in my screen. So now what I want to do is it says I'm going to hit in the 3D model, I'm going to go to extrude, and this is going to be 2.5 for my distance. It's 2.5. So there's that. So I'm finished with that little part, or that little side. Let's see. Now I want to the next page that tells you kind of how to. So make sure you read all that. It tells you how to zoom and pan and rotate it, and how to use this view cube and all these different buttons here. But I'm gonna skip past that right now because that could make this video an hour long if I just explained all that. So, and then it talks about, if you go to the view tab up here, the different view styles, you can kind of click each one of those and kind of see what they do. And that talks about orthographic versus perspective. So what I'm going to do is the next thing to create my part is I'm going to go up to my 3D model. I'm going to click on Start 2D Sketch. And this time I'm going to select the top plane of this solid piece here, not face. I'm going to select, yeah. So there's that. So that, now what I'm doing is, by doing that, now when I draw a sketch, it's going to be along this top plane here, or in line with that top face surface. And then what I want to do is I'm going to create this other kind of a sketch. So make sure that this rotated to where this kind of top piece that's coming out at you is vertical. If it's not, you can just rotate it with the arrows here to get it the way you want it. See, you just click these arrows and it rotates at 90 degrees. Just want to make sure that's straight up and down so that whenever you draw it, it matches what's in the book. So now what I want to do is I'm gonna use the line tool again. I'm just gonna draw this random kind of L shape. Again, I'm not worried about the dimensions at this point. I'm just gonna draw another kind of L shape like so. Make sure that's kind of get the dashed lines pop up here where you know it's right underneath that one. That'll help you out. And then click the green little dot at the end. Right click, okay. Now I'm gonna add some dimensions on here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit. So what can I do here? Oh, okay. So this dimension here, we'll just play along with what they got. This dimension is 0.455. We'll do it like they do it, 0.455. We're gonna end up changing these later, but we'll play along. Just kind of give you practice of kind of going through the steps. 1.777. This one is 1.958. 1.958. This dimension here is, now the way that they have the dimension, I'm gonna click this top line and I click the bottom line, and then I can move my dimension anywhere here. I can move my dimension text up or down or in the middle. But the way they have it is down here. So I'm gonna go point, what is that, 386? I'm gonna say it's 386. 386. So there's that, I got that, I got that, I got that. Okay. So there's that. And then what they want you to do is create the two location dimensions to describe the position of the sketch. Okay, so I'm gonna create some more dimensions from the top of this edge to this edge, and that's gonna be from what they have is 0.441. We're gonna end up changing these again. Just play along with me. And then we're gonna create a dimension from here, this edge to this edge, and that's 0.655. Hit the check. All right, so then if you look on the next drawing, it says on your own, modify the two location dimensions to 0, 0, and adjust the size dimensions as shown in the figure below. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna double click on this dimension here, and I'm gonna change this to 0. I'm gonna double click this dimension. I'm gonna change that to 0. This dimension here, double click it, that's 2.5. And this one here, double click, that's 0.75, 0.75. And then this dimension is 0.75. This dimension here is 2.5. And then so I got that. And I'm gonna hit the finish sketch. All right, so we got that. Now I'm gonna extrude this guy. I'm gonna extrude it down. So I'm gonna hit extrude here. Notice it went up. So I wanna where it says direction, that's the default. So I'm gonna flip it the other way. I want it to go down, and I want it to go down 2.5, which it already is. So then I'm gonna hit OK. And so there is that. So we're getting there. Adding a cut feature. Next, we'll create a profile a circle, which will be used to create a cut feature that will be added to the existing solid object. So again, I'm gonna start on I'm gonna do start 2D sketch, and I'm gonna create my circle cut feature on this plane here. So I'm gonna click it. Kind of pan this over a little bit. It says create a circle of arbitrary size on the top face of the solid model as shown. So I'm gonna go up to circle, circle center point. I'm just gonna pick a random point here, and then just kind of drag it. Let's say there. And then on the next, it says on your own, create and modify the dimensions of the sketch as shown in the figure. So basically the dimension from the center of this circle to this edge here is 1.25. 1.25. And then from this edge to the center of our circle is 0.75. And then to get what they do is they give you the diameter of the circle. So I'm just going to click the circle itself and drag it out. And notice the arrows are on both. It goes through the center to both sides. So I know that's the diameter. So I'm going to click a random spot to place my dimension. And what is that? 0.75? I think that's 0.75 for my diameter. Yeah, we'll just say that's what it is. So then I'm going to finish my sketch. Now I'm going to hit the extrude button again, but instead of adding a positive mask to it, I want to cut that circle all the way through my part. So if I look at where it says Boolean here, this is join. I want to click the next one, which is cut. And so that kind of subtracts that hole out of it, I guess you could say. And then instead of where it says distance, you can go through all, you can go to another feature, you can go to next, but I want to cut this circle or that hole all the way through that piece. So I'm going to hit through all, click that, and then hit OK. And so basically you can kind of see that our hole went all the way through. So that's what we want. And now we're going to add another cut. I'm 16 minutes. Okay, I'm going to add another cut feature. So basically I'm going to create a triangle, it looks like. I'm going to do a start 2D sketch. I'm going to click this face here. Start the upper left corner and create 3 line segments to form a triangle. Do not align the endpoints to the midpoint, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's 45 degrees. Okay, anyway, so I'm just going to go to my line command. I'm going to start this corner here. And you see it's the corner because it's that you'll get that green dot right there. I'm going to drag it over. I don't care about the dimensions here. You just don't want to go to the center here. So there's that. I'm going to go from the end of here down somewhere. And then create another one here to there. Make sure you get on the green dot. So there's that. I want that to be 1. So it looks like this is 1 from here, from this dot to this dot is 1. And then to get my angle at 45 there, I'm going to click this line. I'm going to click this line and drag my mouse over. I'm going to type in 45. So that gives you that, right? So I think we got that project. They did a project geometry, didn't they? Oh no, they didn't. We're a finished sketch. So there's that. All right, so there's our triangle shape. So then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cut that little triangular piece off with my extrude. I'm going to do just like I did before. I'm going to go to the cut. This time I don't want to go all the way through. I want to go to, or I could go to next. I click to next. No, let me go to. I want to go to this face here. So I'm going to click where we set that face light up on that opposite side. So I'm going to click that, and you can kind of see it just cuts that one little piece off, not all the way through this whole part, and then hit OK. Yeah, so that's our part right there. So click on the save button to save the file. I haven't given it a name yet, so I can go to save here and then name it. So I'm going to name this adjuster, ADJUSTER, and then hit save. So there's our adjuster piece. All right. Looks good.